Joining us on the show is the CEO of Tingo Incorporated, Mr. Dozy Mmobuosi. Tingo is one of Africa's leading agri-fintech companies with a diverse portfolio of operations in telecommunications, remittance, healthcare, and agricultural sectors within and outside Africa. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. So tell us about Tingo and how you started the Dozy Mmobuosi Foundation.
Thanks. I started Tingo about 21 years ago. It didn't start as an agri-fintech business that it is today. We started from a ringtone production business to mobile phone importation to assembling phones, and then down to taking care of financial inclusion needs of rural farmers across Nigeria. And by this time, so speak, we're extending to a few other African countries. And then for the foundation, started the foundation barely a year ago. And the idea is to give back to society, basically starting from Nigeria and then extending across Africa, and touching base on healthcare. And more importantly on healthcare, we focus on prostate cancer. So we launched a few mobile prostate cancer screening clinics across Nigeria, and we have just, where we've almost completed a hospital in Lekki, in the Lekki part of Lagos State, where everything possible can be treated, and with a focus on free treatment for prostate cancer and prostate-related issues.
Wow.
Amazing. What differentiates the foundation from other organizations?
Well, for me, what differentiates us from other foundations basically is that this is a foundation solely owned by my family, and we do not, for instance, accept donations. What we do is we give back 10% of whatever we earn. Myself and my family, we do that back home.
Interesting.
Okay, so giving, I mean, it seems like just a short space of time, what you have achieved from what you just, told us. Would you say that so far what you've done, what are your goals for, let's say, the next 3 to 5 years? Because to me, it seems like you've done so much in such a short time already.
Well, I think we haven't started. Well, my business has been running for 21 years. We've been through ups and downs in Nigeria and in other territories where we operate in. But as a foundation, within 1 year, of course, we've set up a very solid team back in Nigeria. And this team makes sure that we deliver all of the things I have set out to do on a daily basis. Between now, in fact, let me start from last year. We had a 3 to 5 year plan. And looking at prostate cancer, we want to ensure that we collaborate with community leaders across Nigeria first before we extend to other African countries and possibly, everywhere you find a black man on earth. Because, prostate cancer is a major killer of black men. For us, in the next 2 more years, since we started last year, is to make sure that we move across Nigeria and make sure that every man is screened and treated, for prostate cancer and other prostate cancer-related issues. So, working with community leaders and religious leaders, both Muslims and Christians and even other religions, so long as we're able to reach out to all these, rural communities and even urban communities, we're able to, sell our idea, basically sell in the sense that we need to, convince them to come out for their screenings, and then where treatment is necessary, we ensure that they do that. So we plan to do 37 mobile clinics. The way we have done what you call luxurious buses in Nigeria, we call coaches. We have refabricated these coaches and built a 2-bed clinic in each of these buses, and they go around communities. As we speak, I believe they are somewhere, for the southwestern part, we have deployed one heading to Ile-Ife, and they have just left Ekpe and going to Ile-Ife. So you don't just deploy 37 buses overnight, but we believe that in 3 years' time, we must have deployed 37 buses. At the moment, we have just 4 moving across. You've deployed in the southwest region of Nigeria, the southeast, and of course the north central
Right.
and northwestern part of Nigeria.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Who are the people who qualify for this, for the benefits of this foundation, and what do they have to do to get the treatment or help from your foundation?
Anyone who needs help in terms of, for healthcare, first focus is prostate cancer. That is a topic very dear to me. So long as you are above 40, definitely you see our buses moving around. And of course, we're working with community leaders, both political, and religious leaders, to ensure that this is sent across every community in Nigeria. So you don't need anything special. You just need to be a black man or any human being, any man above 40 in any part of Nigeria will be able to reach out to you.
So, all right, so why prostate cancer specifically? Why did you have a personal story to that effect? And are you a doctor?
Yes, I'm not a medical doctor. My father had this. If my family didn't have the resources to deal with this, he will be gone by now. But my father is very alive, is very healthy today, and I want every black man on earth to have that opportunity to receive treatment.
Wow.
We always say that we don't hear, stories like yours, like we go through issues and we see Oyinbo people do it, we don't see Nigerians. So it's really good to hear that because your father was able to survive it, you want that for every black man. But you also recently launched your foundation in London. I hear it was well celebrated. Many people of importance were there. Why did you do that, and in what way would this impact your foundation?
Oh, you see, my team in Nigeria, it's difficult to find me anywhere discussing or talking to press men or media people. They have said to me, look, Dozy, you need to sensitize the public and of course the global public. There are partners we have even on the business front. It's important. They say it's important for us to have our partners see what we are doing, because being Nigerian, it's important for us to be able to also show the rest of the world that you're not just a successful Nigerian in the UK or in the US and you're not giving back home. We want to give back to our motherland and of course our country, which is very important. So it was important for us to do that event to showcase what the foundation is doing and encourage other Nigerians in the diaspora to find a way to support home. Because if we don't support our brothers and sisters back home, there will be no country to go to.
So that's great news. So what other countries are you looking at, taking this to in Africa? Or is it only for Nigerians?
Well, yeah, of course, I'm Nigerian, so Nigeria first. And everywhere our business benefits, we are going to be there. So we are aggressively growing our business and establishing our footprints across Africa, from Ghana to Senegal. Through one of our business partners, Akon, we are extending into Senegal very shortly. So everywhere you find Tingo, my foundation will be there to support every black man, in terms of healthcare. And then, again, we don't focus on just healthcare. We are also beginning to adopt schools. There is a particular case we are looking at right now where I was sent the report and I saw that this founder, the founder of this school, somewhere in the Ajengule part of Lagos, just takes plastics from parents of his students to, he recycles them, and then that's how he runs the school. Unfortunately, they have been evicted, and we're just buying a property for them, and through that model, modernize schools in slums. You know, we need to keep building some of these things, you know, new ideas and getting young people to imbibe proper cultures and ways of doing things.
All right, so I know that. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah. You've installed the screening device. What have you recorded a success rate, or what is the success rate?
So far, we have we launched this about the screening clinic was launched about 6 months ago, I believe, and so far we must have screened about 12,000 men, if I'm not mistaken, 12,000 plus and counting, and we've recorded about over 70 cases, and we're attending to those 70 cases.
Interesting.
And
So,
we're using this medium to encourage men, wherever you see the Dozy Mmobuosi prostate cancer screening bus, and whenever you hear of it, please join them and get screened, and we're here to support and provide whatever treatments you need.
so I mean, I think Mariam touched this a bit because your foundation obviously is involved in education, technology, entrepreneurship, healthcare, and so much. So it's clear you're trying to do your own part to get involved. How do you measure the success so far of these various parts that you're involved in?
Okay, we're a data-driven group, so down from our business, and of course for me as an individual, everything I touch has to be data-driven. So we're able to track from start to finish. So we have testimonies from everyone we have touched. So we clearly see those we have impacted. So it's basically from a data-driven point. That's the only way we're able to track and follow up on whatever it is we're doing. Maybe at some point we'll be able to get the media in Nigeria or wherever to see these things, and also use the media to sensitize people. We don't necessarily need to wait for government to do everything for us.
Some people, okay, some people are listening and think, oh, you're doing amazing. In what way can an individual who is inspired by your story be involved in your foundation?
Well, we just want them to sensitize others. I want to also use this medium to say to people, we do not accept donations. Wherever you see that we're accepting, it must be a scam or something. We don't need money from anyone. We just want to encourage Nigerians to find a way in their hearts to support whoever they need to support. When you hear of anything, please just find a way to support this person. We don't need
donations.
So we just want to sensitize everyone. If 1,000 of us can do this, I think Nigeria will be a better place today.
All right, so is there a phone number? Is there a contact? Is there a website? Is there an Instagram handle that people can go to get more information about the Dozy Mmobuosi Foundation?
I'm going to fine you for mispronouncing my name. We have a website, is DozyMmobuosiFoundation.com. So you can get all the information you need from there.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Dozy Mmobuosi. I got it right. Foundation, thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you, sir, on the show.
Same here. Thank you.
Regards to your family and your father for the great work you guys are doing. And we hope to support you in any other way we can to get more men to get tested and hopefully have some kind of help in this situation.